YouTube? It's Above Average Cody coming at you with a current state of Halo Infinite ranked video. With less than 2 or 3 weeks leading up to Season 4, I figured now is the best time to give you guys the rundown on what the current ranked experience is looking like. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm going to put the first statement at the top here. Ranked is pretty stable. And by stable, I mean not much of anything has changed. It's kind of all of the same gripes, all of the same matchmaking issues, and frankly, things are a little bit boring right now. I'm not going to lie to you. So we did get the new edition of Starboard, the midship re-inspired remake, or however you want to put it, which is kind of cool. It's not anything really special in my opinion, if I'm going to be blunt about it. But other than that, pretty much nothing has changed besides the grenade nerf. And that seems to have led to a lot of people not really wanting to play ranked, which brings me to the wait times. There was probably 1 or 2 weeks where the search times were horrendous in the morning. Could not find a game. I think I even got the wait times are too long to find a game one morning, which is impressive because I rarely am able to get that. Searching expanded first thing in the morning is pretty much a given. It has been for a while now, but it's been a little bit extra bad. It seems to be a little bit better as of recent. Maybe the Season 4 hype is starting to leak through for some people. But frankly, the wait times are just abysmal. They are probably worse than I've seen as of recent. But again, with the next season coming sooner rather than waiting a full 6 months, I think we'll be seeing an improvement in that pretty soon. Now, the most important thing I wanted to talk about is overall, the gameplay feels pretty sweaty, right? So everybody that's still playing ranked is either grinding to get better or they enjoy the competitiveness. Everybody is in there to try. You're not going to get too many casual ranked players in the current landscape, in my opinion. At least nobody that's grinding it relentlessly over and over again. So the games are pretty sweaty. It seems like everybody is at least trying and taking it pretty seriously. Now, with that being said, the current player base being so low in rank, depending on the time of day, the match-made teams are pretty inconsistent, and frankly, the skills of lobbies are all over the place. Now, for reference, if you guys don't keep up with the live streams, I teeter around Diamond 3 to Diamond 6 in the last couple of months here, so not the highest level player. I do play with higher level players, and we'll go from one absolute grinder game, tough team, insane gameplay, great teamwork, whatever. And then the next 3 games will be absolute layups, and then we'll get 2 hard games, and it's just up, down, which obviously that happens. You can say it's SBMM, you win a few, you get harder lobbies, blah, blah, but it has nothing to do with winning or losing. It's a complete crapshoot whether you get a easy lobby where it feels like the other team just is not coordinated at all, or you get a pretty sweaty lobby where it feels like there's nothing you can do to win. That's just part of the ranked experience, but it just feels a little bit more inconsistent. It feels like the skill ratings are all over the place. Just this morning, running with Brent, who's 1700 Onyx, we had a skill rating game of below Onyx. We had a skill rating game of, I think, 1621, and then we had a skill rating game of just over 1500. So pretty big swings. And then the teams, obviously, this has always kind of been a thing. Despite it being CSR matchmaking for the teams, it is balanced using MMR. So even though it's trying to make teams using whatever rank you are, Diamond 5, Onyx 1550, they have to use MMR to balance the teams. And really, they want to fill lobbies quickly, which can lead to very inconsistent teams, ranks being all over the place, and so on and so forth. But that's just kind of how it is. I guess one brighter side, I guess you can say, is the wait times seemingly improving. That means there is still some hype for Season 4. It could also be some players want to come in and check out Starboard, which I didn't really like at first. I still don't want to say I really like it, but anything is a nice change of pace. But we were promised Plaza. I heard rumors of Bazaar and even the Behemoth remake or rebuild being added in. Never saw any of that happening. Never heard anything about it. And now the Plaza remake is now set for early season 4, so we still don't even have a set date for it. But other than that, like, everything is really stale. Everything is pretty boring. And I don't know about you guys who are grinding in the ranked arena still, but I found myself in situations where on a bad day, I don't even have the drive to grind the game quite as much. Not so much because I'm playing bad, not so much because I'm feeling like I'm not improving, because we've improved a lot over the last couple weeks, but just how repetitive some of the gameplay feels. Don't get me wrong, it's still fun. I'm still having a blast. It's just like this game ranked wise feels like it needs a big like jolt of life. I don't know what could do that. I don't know if another weapon could do that. Another couple maps. If you ask me, I say you put in all the maps that were taken out. You know, bring Bazaar back. You can leave Behemoth out. Bring Catalyst back, please. And just throw all the maps in the rotation. Maybe even add like a map voting system. And if you pair that with career progression supposedly coming in Season 4, I think that could give, at least for me, ranked a really big shock of life. Now, whether or not all that will happen, no, it won't happen. But I can sincerely hope that something like that will happen at some point, be it with the Season 4 release or at some point in Season 4. And then finally, it's worth mentioning they did break the CSR gains and losses. That's right. Although they've always felt a little bit unfair, a little bit criminal at times, depending on how you play, it makes sense because the game does have an imaginary rank that it wants you at, and until you prove it otherwise, the higher you climb, the less gains you're going to see, and the bigger losses you're going to see. However, today, with Tuesday's update, or yesterday, they broke it. So they completely broke CSR gains. They listed them as being inconsistent. I know some of the boys said they were gaining probably half of what they would have normally gained after a big win. So it just never really ends sometimes. It never ends. But so yeah, guys, to summarize, the current state of ranked is pretty much the same as it has been, I guess. Kind of the same issues we've been talking about for quite some time on this game, just in a different type of magnitude. A topic for another video, but I will say, I think the rank system right now is really good. A lot better than it used to be. I think what's hurting it right now is the lower player base, especially during those like non-high traffic times of day. It makes for inconsistent teams. It makes for wild match-made games and everything of the sort. But there's only so much you can do when ranked is kind of bland and there's just not that many people wanting to play it. But that does it for me, guys. That is, from my eyes, looking at it, the current state of Halo Infinite Ranked. We play it 5 days a week live on the channel, guys. We upload every day, so subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like on the video, guys. Leave a comment. I want to hear all of your thoughts on the current state of Ranked. Is it good? Is it bad? Are you playing? Did you give up? Are you waiting for Season 4? Let me have it in the comments, guys. And finally, channel membership, super thanks. If you'd like to support monetarily, it does help me out ever so much as a creator. But guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one.